It's a horrible feeling to know that you have been dating a wrong person. The relationship is no more. You have broken up. You don't have any hope that you will be together again. The time you have wasted thinking about everything you have invested in that relationship throws you into depression, regret, and sometimes we even start blaming ourselves, blaming God for everything. That's not a thing. In today's video, we are going to look at how to move on after a breakup. The practical things that you can do to overcome the depression, the pain, that someone has made you go through. You are welcome to my YouTube channel, Marriage Tips with Asperia. Very fun thing to do, get off social media. Like those days when people were dating, it was more of them meeting themselves. But today's dating is a bit different because people love social media so much. They post their love things, their photos with their loved ones. And if you are weak, social media will throw you into depression. And some people have even committed suicide because of social media. Now, when you have broken up with someone, you don't have anything to do with them. You don't even want to know what's going on in their lives. But social media will always bring things into your face. Who they are dating, their new relationship, their new achievements, and such things will throw you into bitterness. And that will affect your life and even affect your future relationship. If you have been dating someone, maybe you have broken up, getting off social media will help you to heal faster because you will not control on whatever they post. Some of them know how to change statuses from relationship to single. Some know how to do TikTok challenges, very hard ones. Like there's so many songs that have been, sung by people about ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends. And looking at all that will cause you depression and the result won't be good. So I would advise you to get off social media for a time, a period of time, or else block everyone. Otherwise, you will not have peace. Two, know that all things work together for good. Sometimes when you're going through a hard time, it's hard to know what God has for you in store. It's hard for you to know that that relationship was not God's plan. What God has planned for you, no person can take it, nothing can happen to it. So if your relationship breaks up, just know that maybe it wasn't God's will. Maybe that person was not created for you. So when you know that it works together for good, then you will thank God for that breakup. So many people have cried for wrong people. You find maybe if you married that guy or that woman, your life was going to be the hardest on earth. But God breaks that relationship. So please know that everything works out for a good. There is always a good thing even amidst pain. So when you realize that there is a good thing out of the breakup, you'll gather your strength and move on. Number three, pray about it. There is always power in prayer. Prayer availeth much. Prayer comforts, prayer, repairs, prayer fixes things. When you talk to God on everything that you're going through in your life, He comes through for you. Tell God, even if no one will understand your pain, no one will understand what you have invested in that relationship, what you have put, the time, the science, everything you have put. No one may understand it, but God surely does. So talk to Him. Tell Him, God, I need your grace. And He says, my grace is sufficient for thee, and my power is made perfect in weakness. So even in your weakness, He can give you the grace to go through that breakup, and He will take you to a right person that He has created you for. Never get tired of prayer. It moves mountains. 4. Stop comparing or competing. From a breakup to a relationship, from a relationship to a competition. Now that you have been heartbroken, you feel like I can't let him just go like that. I can't let her, I'll show her that I can be able to date every woman that I can. And then you be in other relationships when you are not emotionally detoxified, when you are not healed, and the result will be only a disaster. Because you will break up with everyone because you still carry the bitterness from your past relationship. So stop dating to please someone. Stop dating to prove a point that you can still date. Give it time before you go into another relationship. First, heal and let God build your walls of your heart again and commit to love another man or another woman. And then number five, talk to someone. Have a friend that you can speak to. Sometimes people be in a depression and they don't want to speak. All they do is to close up the doors, cry, they don't eat, and all things turn out to be really hard, really bad. There is always a friend who cares. There is always a genuine friend. Maybe you don't have that genuine friend. Pray about that God will lead you to someone who is going to understand you and we're going to go through that. Be sure you trust this person because so many friends they add salt into the wounds. Maybe you tell them about your relationship, the next thing you will hear phone calls from other friends, laughing at you and blaming you, and that will increase the pain. But when you talk to someone that you trust, someone who loves you and cares for you, he will guide you and she will guide you and you go through that very well. We have all been through some pain at some point. Having a shoulder to lean on is very important in overcoming a breakup. And then the last one, have more time with God. As in, spend time with God, talk to Him, read His Word, abide in His Word. It's very hard, by the way, to read the Bible when you are heartbroken. But like I said, God's grace is sufficient for thee. Have time with God. Maybe your relationship was an obstacle. It was hindering you from growing closer to God. Grow closer to God. Let Him be your very first friend. And you will go through that pain without even realizing that you have put any effort. Grow closer to God and He will grow closer to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I believe you found something helpful. And if that is so, like the video, share it with your friends. We can encourage one another. Leave a comment for us in the comment section. And if you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Love you.